を叶えるために待ってるよ。行ってきます。こんにちは。
Okay, everything is working properly this time, I believe. Hopefully it doesn't crash this time. Thankfully, it's easy to get through to like this part of the game where everything is just kind of like an introductory piece to kind of get used to the game. It's been a while, so I'm kind of going over it, and I mean, if you're not used to this game, which there's probably people who don't even know of this game, then, well, at least I can teach you, and myself at the same time. So here at the guild, we'll be able to get things at a set price, such as like weapons, armor, clothes, adventuring necessities, which are useful later, which I said earlier. The town's main market, who we work with, is where you can get things like foodstuffs, books, and other assorted knickknacks. The really flashy and rare stuff is a bit out of our league. If you've a mind to get your mitts on that kind of stuff, you'll have to go dungeon stomping yourself or buy it off a customer, which is something that I was mentioning earlier. Oh, we'll also buy off any excess stock you have, which, I mean, I don't know, I kind of just keep shit. I think is how I played this, because I think you have a storage spot, or maybe you don't. Don't entirely recall. Mind we buy low as a rule, so if you want to make an actual profit, you're better off selling to your customers. Merchant levels. Your merchant level is well your ability as a merchant. As it goes up, you'll figure out how to redecorate or even expand your store. Heck, you might even be able to convince me to let you have a look at some of our more, premium items. So how do you raise your level? Simple. Buy, sell, trade, this is an art, and you learn by doing. About the town, about unknown items, about fusion. The city's getting a bit famous for the old ruins and the like that litter the surrounding countryside, so we've been seeing a steady stream of adventuring types coming in for a while now. They're all here to try and strike it rich off of undiscovered treasures in the wilds, hunting for fat loot, they call it. Well, I don't know what they see in chasing after oversized loots, but their presence has also brought a lot of new merchants to the city. I sure won't complain. Business has never been better. If you're looking for one, a few might be resting in the plaza. I bet most of them will take to the city's biggest pub, though. It's never too hard to sell those wandering types a little bit of liquid pleasure, even if I go in there for a little nip every now and then. The more faithful will probably hang about the city chapel. We do get a few like that now and then, on a pilgrimage or a quest to find old holy relics, or praise be to seekers and all that, of course. You might check the Adventurers Guild proper too. They're in charge of making sure the exploration efforts aren't a total bedlam. They even succeed sometimes. Now keep in mind that these places are only open at certain times. For example, that pub only opens in the evening. We're pretty much open all the time though. Wait, if you are always open, how do you find time to visit that pub? For that matter, when do you go home? Little missy, if you had the kind of wife I do, you'd be at work or in the sauce at all hours too. Merd, forget I asked. If there's anything you don't know, just ask. And then I accidentally asked that. Oopsie. Did she make that same comment? Yeah, she does. Okay. Oh, I'm so amused with myself right now. I just need to stop pressing buttons so fast. There we go. There's a cue with the animation and you just have to follow it. Okay. Unknown items. That's only if you go dungeon diving. Right. In particular, I'll bet my hat you'll find a lot of what are commonly called mystery ingredients by the adventurers. At first, you'll probably be tearing your hair out over all the junk you keep finding in those places, but as your merchant level goes up, you'll be able to sort out the stuff you find and pick the best materials and whatnot from the lot. Oh, if you manage to get out of those death traps safely, you'll have time to identify everything safely. That means you won't know what you're carrying till you leave, though. Right, I forgot about that. Once a few merchant levels are under your belt, you'll be able to fuse items here at the guild hall. There's quite a few items you can only get by using fusion, so I'd get real familiar with that furnace if I were you. Remember, what you put in affects what you get out of the fusion. If you put in some materials of say +2 quality, then you'll get an item of similar quality as the result. Keep an eye on what you're fusing too. You don't want to waste good materials on some mediocre thing you can just buy somewhere. Another thing to keep in mind, it can be real tempting to keep your best quality items to yourself for personal use. But your customers know quality goods when they see them, and you'll earn a lot of respect if you sell top shelf merchandise. There's a couple of stages to what you can pull off with fusion as you pick up some merchant levels, so experiment and be sure to come back here often to see what you can make. Now, what can we get? Purchase price. That's expensive. That's not as when I'm looking at the iron. Shields, hats. Yeah, get a wool hat. Souvenir chart. Some clothes. Horn sword. And I think that'll be it. Okay, what is connecting and disconnecting constantly? Is it my charger in Curry Bowl? Cause like, that happens a lot. think I adjusted these where they'll stop doing that. Right then, will that be all? Yep, this is perfect. What are you talking about? You do recognize my USB device, though, because I can see it working. What? Computer? What is your issue? Stupid. Technology. Right. We shall return when our stocks run low again. I'm looking forward to it. Here, a little something extra as a startup gift. Yay, walnut bread. Thanks a bunch. Alright, little lady, give him your all. Capitalism ho! Well, Adam Smith would be proud of us at any rate. I'm not sure who Adam Smith is, so don't ask me. Okay, now what? It's time to give you a crash course of the basics of running an item shop. Okay, what do I do first? We need to put items on display. Cool. Just have to get them to near the counters. Okay, cool. What you place will affect how people perceive the store, so think carefully before you place something. Okay. Now then, to start off, why not line up what we purchased on one of the counters? Cool. So I want clothes at the window. May I speak with you a moment? Sure, what is it? Those counters by the window, items you place there are visible to anyone passing by on the street. As such, putting eye-catching items, the sort of thing that makes you think, I want to buy this more than anything. Oh. On those counters is a core principle of running a shop like this. In a very real way, those counters are the face of the shop, and what is placed there greatly affects interest in our business. So choose what to place there very, very carefully. Wow, I never thought about it like that. Okay. It still has the Japanese in there, and it's not really like... Okay. It's like they tried to do an English translation of the Japanese word yes, or okay, I understand, and then they just did that. Okay. Oh my. Yes, the wool hat, and then... No, I want to put... Actually, yeah, I'll put the souvenir jar there. I'll put the worn sword there. And then I'll put the plate there. That should do. Are you sure it doesn't look dumb? Do not worry, everything looks good enough for a first attempt. Thanks. The universe is calling. Now I need to teach you how to actually sell things. Please go sit at the counter. Okay. Because you totally sit at a counter in a retail space in real life. That is not how that works. I wish. Well then, the items are in place and now you need to learn how to actually sell things to people without embarrassing yourself. That's a way of putting it. Okay. So to start with, I will lecture on the actual process of selling an item we have displayed. Yes, Professor. If the students do not listen, they do not get any credit. Right. Now then, when a customer enters, be sure to greet them with a nice big welcome. Welcome. Greeting the customer helps them to feel comfortable and relaxed while in the store. Their comfort is fundamental to our business. Remember that as we continue. Now, a typical customer will find an item they want on our displays, and then they will come over to the counter to pay for it. Let me demonstrate. Could I get this, please? What they want will be in the target window. You will also be able to see the name and base price. Pay close attention to that base price. Also, if you press button 3, which I totally know what she's talking about. This button! Okay. I've actually, like, never figured that out, I don't think, so that's kind of useful, now that I know. You can view expanded information on the item in question. Consult the custom X program included with Recettear if you wish to check or alter your button configuration. Yeah, I just try to learn the original configuration and hope I do my best from there. Because, we all know I'm a technical genius at this point, don't we? Absolute technical genius. Wait, button 3, custom X? Focus, Recettear. Your life is hard enough to control as it is. Okay. Now then, next you must decide what price you wish to offer. In general, you want to try and name a price higher than the base. Try naming a price if you will. Okay. So, serves as our default, yeah. Raise your offer. Okay. Well, about that. Yes, very good. That is how you adjust your offer. As might be obvious, if a customer is satisfied with your offer, it is a sale and you get a little bit of experience along with the money. If your price is too high, however, a customer can simply walk out. Learning to determine the proper price, there lies the challenge. Now, if the customer disagrees with the price, but not so much that they want to storm out, then you can negotiate. Remember what I said about comfort earlier? That is the key here. Offer a price, but do not make it so outrageous that the customer feels you are not acting in good faith. So if they disagree but stay, offer a new price. Ideally, you will lower your offer a little and they will take it and give you a sale. Some customers may just be trying to sniff out a better price when they are really willing to pay your initial price. However, whether or not you risk testing that possibility is up to you. How long can you keep haggling? Well, that depends on how regular a customer the person in question is. As we are starting out, you will not be able to haggle for very long, but after customers begin to trust us a little, you can haggle for a longer period of time. Well, time to put theory into practice. Okay. Welcome! Could I get this, please? Okay, I pick a price, right? Needs to be higher than the base price. Up button. Good! At this level, a customer will likely buy immediately. Alright then, now for the fine art of haggling. Theoretically, what you wish to do is lower your price slowly. But as I mentioned, there is a limit to how long you can haggle. The idea is to deduce a customer's desired price and go from there. You say deduce the desired price, but how do I... A large number of stores sell at about 30% over base price. It is not a hard and fast rule, but people will usually accept that price level. Usually. If you can manage to go over that, you will make a lot of money, but you do not want to risk driving away a customer. So yeah, a big part of this game is the reason why you even have tier to begin with is a fourth wall breaker, first of all. And second of all, she's a loan shark. She's called a loan shark for a reason. You do owe her a lot of debt, but it's not because of you, Recettear, personally. It's because of your father, I think it is, who basically like runs off without you and leaves you with all his debt. And so you have this shop that you get as an inheritance, and now you have to basically pay off your dad's debt because he's a piece of shit. So, that's basically the story of this. Right then, so as a customer, I'm haggling. Could you make it a little bit cheaper? Okay, gotta make it cheaper, but not too cheap. So like... There we are. Reducing the price to this level makes a sale likely. Well, that covers just about everything. Now let us put the entire lecture into practice all at once. If you can sell me an item, you will be ready for what lies ahead. Let us begin. Hello, welcome to Recettear. I would like this, please. Yes, an excellent price. Yay, cool. Alright, that means we can go through this and actually sell our stuff, I think. Oh,
いくらにしようかな。
I just have to keep practicing, huh?
そうですね。ありがとうございましたよ。
Okay.
そうですね。
And that is essentially how it goes. You are quite good for someone who has never done this before. Really? We still have a little bit of time left today, so let us go ahead and open the store proper. If anyone comes in, simply handle them in the same way that we just practiced. Are you sure it's gonna be okay? Do not worry. As the saying goes, salesmanship is more of an art than it is a science. You learn as you go.
お店開けますね。
Now then, I will open us up. Go on and sit at the counter. Alright, here we go.
いらっしゃいませ。
Okay.
い
Some
くら
bread.
にしようかな。
Too much. A bit
い
expensive,
くら
isn't
にし
it?
ようかな。
Alright.
ありがとうございました。売れたよ。
Oh, sold the walnut bread.
おめでとうございます。
Congratulations. I sold stuff. I, me, Recettear, I sold stuff. Like, to people. Of course. Hey, Tear, I'm so happy. I did it. Tear, I did it. And then her dad, of course. Because I think it's... And that's how we started running
アイ
an
テム屋
item
として
shop.
の日々が始まりました。
Because they totally explained this super well from the beginning.
なぜ私たちがアイテム
Yeah,
屋を始
here
め
we
る
go.
ことになったかというと、話は私とティアが出会った時に遡ります。
I don't know why they couldn't have just done this in chronological order to begin with, but it's okay. Easy Game Station! As far as I'm aware, this is the only game that I know of theirs. It's just like this cutesy little RPG game. RPG simulation game. That's what I would call this. Oh, they made it Sepia Town just so that you know it's in the past. Let's see. Yep, the calendar says it's been 3 months since Papa left. I don't get why he suddenly said I'm gonna be a hero, and then took off without saying when he'd be back. I really hope he's okay. I'm getting lonely. Well, I shouldn't worry too much about him. The best thing about him is how tough he is. He'll be okay. Huh? Papa wouldn't knock? Who is that?
Hi.
Yeah? Who is it? Huh? There's nobody here. Wait, what? At my feet?
こんばんは。
Good evening. You are Mademoiselle Recettear Lemongrass? Miss Fairy? Pardon me, but I am the one asking questions. Again, you are Recettear Lemongrass? Yeah, I'm Recettear. My name is Tear. I'm an agent of the Term Finance Company. Finance Company? I'm here to collect payment on a loan paid out to your father. Here is the contract and my identification. Loan? Repayment? In plainer terms, I am here to get our money back. If you are incapable of facilitating repayment, this house will be seized as collateral in order to repay the loan. Facilitating collateral? What?
でも。
But Papa isn't. He's not here. Yes, I see that now. Monsieur Lemongrass disappeared following a fracas atop the local volcano, so we assumed he might have returned here. Oh, so he just might be fucking dead right now. Even if he is not, however, the contract covers this eventually. Covers this? Quite. As the sole remaining member of his household, we shall require that you pay his debts in his stead. But how am I supposed to... I barely have enough money to live by myself. Naturally, we are not demanding it all be repaid at once. There is still a small amount of time before any payment is due. Therefore, am I gonna get sold off in parts to distant foreign lands to repay Papa's debts? wonder if I can survive with only 2 internal organs. Maybe if I eat a lot of spinach, that can replace my blood and... Oh, but I don't want to be a sailor. What am I gonna do? Just goes into a complete panic like I would do myself. Please listen for a moment. I have no clue where you are getting these ludicrous ideas from. But I would never do such a thing. Quite the opposite, in fact. I was sent here to ensure that you wouldn't have to resort to such, well, absurd methods to pay us back. But what? I've been sent to support you to the fullest of my ability so that you may repay the debt via labor. But I've never worked a single day in my life. Experience has no bearing in this case. Well, all that matters is whether or not you are willing to work. If you do not wish to work, then that is it. The house is Termes, and I will have to ask you to leave the premises. As the saying goes, those who do not work do not eat. So, Miss Lemongrass, which will it be, work or the house? I'll work then. Splendid. But I don't even know what I could do. Actually, I already have an idea on that front. You are aware, of course, that this city is an adventuring hub? In addition, this house faces out onto one of the main city lanes. Therefore, I propose converting the house into an item store. Item store? Recettear? Mademoiselle Lemongrass? I was only gone for a little while to do market research. Where could she have gone? I'm being silly. Of course she fled. Why would she not? All I did was threaten to take away everything she ever knew and loved. Asking her to turn the house into an item shop was foolish. Even if it was to repay the debt, the poor girl must be terribly confused. And on top of that, her father is probably... Wait, outside? Yay, it's done! Hey dear, look, it's done! What is that? It's our shop sign, of course. Doesn't it look cool? You can't be a shop without one of these, you know. Yeah, well, it is quite well made. However, I've always been good at making stuff. Be that as it may, while the sign is nice, Is there a problem? Well, the name, you are quite sure you have thought that through? Well, we're partners, right? You said so. So put Recette and Tear together and Recettear. Isn't it neat? Well, that is to say the sentiment is commendable, but... It's the two of us opening the store, so the name should reflect that, right? You don't like it? Really, it's not that, but, well, that is... That's decided! Recettear ho! Recettear. Mispronounce it even slightly, and... Recettear, racket... This job is going to be even more absurdly difficult than I originally suspected, I fear. So more from a PR standpoint? No, not dull at all. Hardly. How is it possible to sleep this much each day? How? Let's do the very best we can. Oh, dear, right. Good morning. That clock does not have a good morning hand. Recettear, you are the proprietor of an item shop now. You must learn to be responsible and not sleep the day away. Right. Why in the name of heaven are you smiling so much? That smile you had while sleeping is just getting bigger. Oh, no reason. I just think I saw something nice in my dreams. Tear, let's give it our all. Well, if you really are dedicated to making this work, wash yourself and meet me downstairs. Okay, yeah, so and what now? You can sit at the counter, we can open immediately, or we can reorganize the shop, or we could even go search for new stock around town or elsewhere. Yeah, that's a ton of options. How do I choose? It is, as I said earlier, running a place like this is more of an art than it is something you can simply follow a map through. Simply pick something. We will deal with what comes. Okay. Just like with life, apparently. Just pick something. Oh god, right, I need to remember how to move.
どうしようかな。
Let's
お店開けますよ。いらっしゃいませ。ね、
open
いくらにしようかな。いくらにしようかな。ありがとうございました。売れたよ。
Okay, got those sold.
こんにちは。ね、
Want that.
いくらにしようかな。ね、いくらにしようかな。
Cheaper, so let's go like that.
怒らせちゃったかな。
No! I didn't make it cheap enough. Oh, whatever.
行ってきます。
I could go to the Adventurers Guild. What's this place? The Adventurers Guild. The guild manages expeditions to the various untamed wilderness areas or abandoned ruins near the city, where we can get special stock. And the special stock sells for a lot. The area is commonly referred to as dungeons. Without approval, adventurers cannot visit the dungeons.
そうなんだ。
So we can't just go into a dungeon and pick up everything we see. If we could do that, we could sell everything we get at 100% profit. It is still a very good idea. A great many people have made fortunes that way. If you wish to do so, however, we must first hire an adventurer. Hire? Can I just pick anybody? The truth of the matter is a bit more complicated. Even if you pay them, few adventurers are willing to risk their lives simply for the benefit of a complete stranger. Oh, so they turn away people they don't know very well? Indeed, you should first get to know a few adventurers and build up a certain level of trust with them. If all goes well, they will give you a symbol of their guild membership. This usually takes the form of a card. With that in hand, we can bring an adventurer with us. So it's like they're inviting us to a dinner party. Dinner parties usually do not include blood-mad beasts attempting to rip you limb from limb. But the analogy does work somewhat. Right, so first I need to meet an adventurer. Which for us should not be that difficult, yeah? After all, we run an item shop, so we should get a few coming in as clients on a fairly regular basis. Oh yeah, well then I'll do my best to get a dinner invitation.
そうですね。
Indeed, just be careful that Recettear is not on the menu. Huh? Is something wrong? Well, that guy over there. And this is where we get our first one.
だから
Listen to
何度
me.
も言ってるだろ
If I can't work, I can't get the money. And if I can't get the money, I can't get the items. And if I can't get the items, apparently I can't work. Ugh. Gotta love the loopholes. Heaven, if I had a few things, I could at least visit the Hall of Trials. Wonder what's going on. It seems to be a rookie adventurer complaining about his inability to complete the required guild test. Test? Well, the guild hardly allows anyone in off the street. You can only work officially for the guild after passing a test. An item shop owner is hardly the only job with challenges. I have an idea! Huh? I do believe we have found our first adventurer. Wait, what do you mean by, tier? Wait!
ちょっと。
Son of a... I burned what cash I had just getting to this city.
どうすっか
If
な
I can't get into the guild, I don't know what I'll even do for dinner money. Now I'm hungry. Great.
ちょっといいですか。
Pardon me a moment, you there, adventurer with the seedy look. Who you calling seedy? well, you two would be... We are a pair of merchants who happen to be passing. Merchants? Oh, you heard me talking. Sorry, but I'm way too broke and seedy to buy anything. Believe me, I could tell by your seedy nature that attempting to sell you anything would be a colossal waste of time. Come on, Tyr, stop with the seedy already. He isn't a plant. So are you two going to prune me or what here? You could like it, bleh. Would you like it if we came with you to the Hall of Trials? If you require equipment or items, we can provide them. I'd call you a pair of angels then, but why? Business, naturally. We help you pass with the trial, you provide us with your card. Oh, I get it. We help Mr. Swordsman clear the dungeon. And then he gives us his card, a sign of our eternal friendship. Eternal friendship is rather irrelevant in this case. But it does work out neatly for all of us. What do you say? I see. You guys are pretty new at all this too, huh? Our offer, Mr. Swordsman, yes or no?
Yes.
Alright then. Heck, I got nothing to lose. Well, aside from my precious life anyway. Yayifications. Glad to meet you two. I'm Recettear. It's nice to meet you. I am Tier.
Oh.
Call me Louis.
Yoroshiku na.
Louis the Swordsman. Good to meet you. Yes, yes. Now then, we will begin all of the preparations for the dungeon visit, including a visit to the central market to pick up food and other restorative items. We will then return here for you when we are ready. Right, I'll be waiting here. So, I believe that would be the market for some food, was it? Yeah. Covers 15 HP. 10 SP. 30 SP. So we probably want some apples. Just one. Then go to the Merchant's Guild. And the shields are expensive. Oops.
ただいま。どれにしようかな。
There we go.
行ってきます。
Oh, he already has some stuff. So maybe I should just focus on getting another apple. Yeah, I guess I'll just do that. Money makes me like so anxious in this game because of how everything works.
ただいま。
Right, and then now
ど
the
れ
time
に
is
しようかな。
so
行ってきます。
it looks like nobody's here. Okay.
お疲れです。お疲れ様でした。
Oh, I could have kept the shop going at that
ダ
time.
メです。
Failure, thanks.
おはようございます。
Okay, we're figuring this out. It's fine.
ちょっといいですか。
I have a suggestion concerning its repayment. Okay. Paying it all back at once is wholly beyond your means, so I recommend smaller weekly payments to slowly chip away at it. Wholly beyond, you know, you never told me how big Papa's debt is exactly. That is because you would faint if you found out. For now, it is a secret. Ain't that what? Isn't that great? I'd faint. As the store begins to build up steam, we will increase payment size. The repayment date nearest to the current date, along with the amount due, will be displayed on the calendar in the main menu. Which I'm gonna have to figure out how to open. Please be sure to check it regularly.
わかった。
Okay, cool. Got it. I'll keep an eye on it, yeah. Right, so, which button is that supposed to be, huh? What's my main menu button, huh? Ah, here we go. So I have to pay back $10,000 in like 5 days. Oh yeah, that's totally gonna go over swell. At least now I can save.
セーブします。
So we're just gonna save right there, cause yeah. Yeah, well this'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. This transaction will not take any time. I can go to any of those places. Okay. Recettear, you came from a finance company, right? What on earth? Yes, that's right. I work for Term Finance. So you're employed by them, right? What's it like? No, that's not quite accurate. I was contracted to Term through another organization, thus I'm not really an employee per se. So you're just contracted? I'm surprised. You seem so... It's not that surprising. Almost all fairies in human society belong to a fairy-specific contract agency. There are, of course, a few free agent fairies out there as well, and so that's how it works. Yes, to tell the truth, it can be difficult for fairies to find employment in human society, so the agencies were founded in an age in order to help facilitate fairy livelihoods. That's amazing. Quite. I love being able to relax in the plaza like this. You never seem to have trouble relaxing even when we are not in the plaza. Well, it's healthy, right? Okay, so there's different cutscenes that don't take any time if I do them, but otherwise it takes time for me to do things. Bad. Bring the apple, and another apple, and then... Then depart option at the top of the list. Okay, there we go. Hall of Trials. Welcome to the jungle, as they say. You know, aren't we just going to hold Louis back here? I mean, I'm not a monster slayer, I'm scared. The two of us are perfectly safe. There is a protective field around the two of us. To the monsters, we may as well be invisible.
そうなの?
That's amazing. So Louis is perfectly safe too then? Not quite.
なんで?
Why not? While in the field, we do not need to worry about monsters, but this is accomplished by making us virtually intangible to everything inside this place. We can directly manipulate nothing. Wait, we can't collect things? Why are we here then? That's why our adventurer remains outside the field.
そうなんだ.
Oh, he'll pick stuff up for us. Should our adventurer be injured, we can place him in the field and retreat. Since we must carry him back, however, we can take very little else with us. One item at most. So, even if we run into trouble, we don't lose everything? But wait, I thought you said we can't... Yes, I will elaborate further if need be later. Naturally, if we get out safely, we can bring as much as our bags will allow us to carry. Cool, wait, as much as our bags will allow? Well, our bags are not bottomless. If we run out of space, it will be up to us to decide what to keep or discard. So the adventurer focuses on adventure, while we keep track of what loot he should keep. I guess that makes sense.
わかった.
Alright.
さて、行きましょうか。よし、行きましょう。
やっくらえ行くぜ
Okay. That's what that does.
さて、
I used up the SP and I didn't mean to, because I was trying to figure out how to do things.
や
It's very basic controls, but
大丈夫?
it's hard at the same time.
大丈夫?
There.
や
行きましょう。
Leveling up is really
行きま
important
しょう。
in these dungeons too because it kind of helps you save your life a little bit. Okay. This is the part that I honestly like the most about this game other than selling stuff,
大丈夫？
is the fighting, even though it's like kind of basic. It's also not very easy to do at times. There we go. And I think these gems I'm picking up are money / experience. Not
ちゃんと
100%
ついてこい
sure.
よ。
頑張ってください。
Oh, I need to adjust myself. Okay. Oh
大
god.
丈夫？
Got a projectile. Fuck you. Go away, sir.
アイテム拾ったよ。
And then... There we go. I can pick up the item from that. I never really had a preference as to what kind of store I wanted, but I think this time I'm gonna try and do...
大丈夫です。
Oh, Jesus.
レベルが上がったよ。
I'm gonna try and do, like, maybe a clothing store? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Come on. Yeah. Gotcha, bitch. What is that? I don't even know what that is.
アイテム拾ったよ。
There we go. Okay. Oh, Jesus. I guess I should have saw that. Oh, God. Yeah, some of these are traps. It's awful. Oh, Jesus.
くらえ。
大丈夫です。
いいね。
Yeah, that's where you want to use that. Don't want to use it by accident, though. Oh, Jesus. Ah! Oh, I'm not okay. I'm fucking dying. Ooh, I want that. There we go. Because if we have that, then we'll do way more damage. Okay. Now, where the heck am I going exactly? Go this way. Got another ingredient. Okay. I just need to find where I can go back up. Another level. That's all I need to do. There it is. Let me go. Yes. Okay. Final floor. All right. This is... Did I do it? I did, didn't I?
やったぜ。
I did it! I've cleared the Hall of Trials! Ah, sweet mystery of life. Now you'll give me money.
やったー。
Way to go! Recettear, this is all thanks to you guys. This is all well and good, but there is a treasure chest just ahead. It behooves us to investigate thoroughly. Tear, you really do like going for the money, don't you?
そんなことありません。
What? I do not spout such foolishness. There is no need to treat me like a flying ball of greed. Hey, hey now. I'd love me some treasure too, don't worry, Tear. I feel you on this. Really, you two completely misunderstand me. I mean, to me, it's no misunderstanding. What is this? Cards? So this is an Adventure Guild card. Recettear, take one like we promised. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, you did promise to give us your card eventually. We're not so crass as to demand your very first card. You really should think about who you want to give your first... No, I want this. Recettear, I beg you, please, take my very first card. I'd love to. Thanks, Louie.
おう
Awesome.
Yoroshiku
I
na.
can't wait to adventure with you two some more.
まったく
Really now, young people. Sweet, now we can leave because we have a door. Ah, yes, that. That is commonly referred to as a goho. What am I? A door of return, I mean. If you enter that door, you can return to town in an instant. This one has appeared because we have cleared the dungeon, but they are often encountered during normal exploration, too. I believe they usually appear roughly every 5 levels or so.
でも
But wait, if we take this back to town when we're halfway in, don't we have to start all the way at the beginning again? Not at all. You can always head back to the floor that had a door on it. In fact, if you do not use a door, you do have to restart. So if we find a door, we should always use it?
そうですね
Almost always. If we need to rest or unload, then we should use the door. Remember though, returning home takes time. Furthermore, leaving ends the current contract with our companion, and we would have to rehire him or choose a new one. If there is something specific in a dungeon that you desire, you can simply ignore the doors and press onward. Righty then. I think we have to go home now though. Quite so. Oh, just to be sure in the future, please try to avoid referring to this as going home, yes? Okay. Open door, return to town. Yay! Clear! And we get to take everything with us. Quite curious about... Oh, it's a chestnut! Okay. Cool. So, you said the Merchant's Guild... Like, there's fusion though, and I don't understand. I don't think I can do that yet. So, worry about that for now, I guess.
おやすみ
Oh,
おやすみなさい
I'm going to bed right away, huh?
こういうものでしょうね普
It's
通だ
acceptable because of how many things we
今日も
found.
頑張っていこう
Okay.
どれにしようかな
Windbreaker.
どれにしようかな
Full
何
hats.
がいいかな
Unthankful statue. Powerful anti-venom.
何がいいかな
I'll just keep that longsword.
何がいいかな
But
どれにしようかな
maybe I'll put that there, I guess.
何
And
が
then
いいかな
I kind of want to keep the slime fluid for like fusions. And the powerful anti-venom might be useful in the future because of dungeons. But the chestnuts, it doesn't look like it does anything. So,
どれにしようかな
just sell them on in the window.
何がいいかなどれにしようかな
Because I don't see why not.
どうしようかな
Open
開
this
店で
door.
すこんにちはこんにちはいくらにしようかな
Okay, so we want it to be about there.
いくらにしようかなありがとうございました売れたよ
Right, the little girl never has a whole lot of money.
いくらにしようかなありがとうございました売れたよ
Cool. Managed to sell one of the
いらっしゃい
chestnuts.
ませ
You want to
い
purchase
く
the
らにしようかな
windbreaker.
ありがとうございました
Awesome.
売れ
Yeah,
た
I
よ
got it for a good price. It's awesome. Making good progress. Let's see. Should probably go to the market and look into some stuff. Oh, but there's cutscenes. Yes. No. Huh, that's Louis. What in the name of heaven is he searching for over there? Hey, let's go ask. Why do I get the feeling that I would much rather not get involved?
こんにちは
Louis, hello! Oh, Recettear, what's up? What are you doing wandering around here? Oh, well, I got hungry, so I decided to take a look and see if I could find some edible grasses or herbs or something. Why does this not surprise me in the slightest? But, I'm not sure which of these are edible, you see. Louie, if you eat that, you'll blow up your stomach. Oh, cool. Someone's playing Cyberpunk. Wish I was playing Cyberpunk. But I'm gonna wait on that. Other things to buy at later dates. You can eat those, but they taste best if you clean them. Now the plants with the soft leaves at the east end of the plaza, those taste the best. You should try them. How is it that you know so much about edible plants? Especially ones located here of all places. Thanks a ton, Recettear. I owe you again. No problem. Remember to wash what you find. Why do I feel as though that this is the least of his concerns? Probably because it is. Guys, yo! Hey there, Louie. You are actually in the chapel? I am struck dumb. Well, even I gotta be a little faithful every now and then. As I said, struck dumb. I'm surprised too. Yeah, I was praying for heaven to provide me with lunch. Somehow I feel as though that is not the main purpose of a chapel. You think so? Interesting. Okay, so... Kids playing Hero, that's cute. Sandals. Do want the apple for future adventures. And now they're out of stock because I got them all. Dang it. I guess the walnut bread will do. Don't really want to buy it. Oh, but now the Adventurers Guild is closed, so I guess I'm gonna have to make do with what I've got. Holy cow, it's late. Time seemed to fly by today. Speaking of time, I plan on doing some mild schedule management for you from now on to ensure you are working in an effective manner to pay back the debt. Schedule management? Right. First, I have broken up the day into 4 time periods. So morning, noon, evening, and night. What you can do and how much you can do depends on the time of day. Yeah, the clock's been broken up into 4 areas. Think of each part as a slice of time. A slice like a pie! Indeed, I thought I would be able to keep your attention if I made it rather similar to some sort of sweet food. So there's the morning slice, the afternoon. I'm getting hungry. Anyway. Now to explain in detail. Generally, you can only act between morning and night. When night ends, you need to go to bed. Trying to run a shop while sleep deprived isn't pleasant, so I'll close up when it gets late. So you essentially have 2 options for each slice. You can open the store for a time or go about town on business. You cannot do both at once, so decide in advance what you need to do. To be clear, opening the shop will consume a slice, and returning to the store after going out, regardless of what you actually do, will also consume a slice. But what if I go, like, the plaza and then, like, the chapel? You can get around town easily enough to avoid consuming a slice with each move. Only when you return to the store will the clock advance. So in that case, I should do a lot when I leave the shop. Yes, that is a good attitude to take. Now, there is another vital element leaving town altogether. Visiting a dungeon will consume 2 slices, no matter what. It will, it takes that long. So if I go in the morning, I'll get back in the evening? That is precisely how it works. Thus, you can only leave for a dungeon at an early point in the day. If it is night or you have done something else that evening, you cannot go. Because if I did go, I'd get back real late, right? Exactly. Not only would you annoy your adventurer companions with staying out so late, you would also be dead on your feet the next day, after returning. Man, this is a lot to wrap my head around. You will get used to it, I'm sure. Before you know it, you will be thinking about it naturally. You think so? Well, it helps that you will always be able to see how much time a particular action will consume. Simply pay attention to the clock. That is everything. If you ever want to go over this again, simply ask me when we are in the shop. I'll be glad to go over it as often as you need. Right, so I'll just probably run the shop from here on out. I don't think there's anything else I want to put here. No. So we'll just see what happens.
どうしようかな。お店開けますね。こんにちは。
They want the
いくら
little
にしようかな。
hat.
ありがとうございました。売れたよ。いらっしゃいませ。
You want
い
the
くらにしようかな。
chestnuts.
ありがとうございました。売れたよ。
Okay.
いらっしゃいませ。
Want
い
the
くらに
other
しようかな。
chestnut. Okay, so let's try that.
いくらにしようかな。ありがとうございました。売れたよ。
Ooh, my merchant level's gonna go up at this rate. Yes! Cool, so I guess I can just run the shop again. I don't have very many items left
ど
though.
うしようかな。開店するよ。いらっしゃいませ。
これ欲しかったんだ。
いくらにしようかな。
まあそのくらいか。
ありがとうございました。売れたよ。
Okay,
レベ
so
ル
I
アッ
could
プ。
take it. And I leveled! Okay, that's cool.
お疲れ様でした。
I made quite a bit.
今日も頑張りましたね。
Exceeded
明日もこ
expectations.
の調子でいきましょう。
Okay, cool.
おはようございます。
Awesome. So... Oh, no. I didn't realize that was happening. Okay, basic understanding, yeah. There are times when people will want to sell items to you as well. Oh geez. I'll suspect we will begin to get such offers soon. But I already buy stuff from the guild and the market, so why should I worry about buying stuff from the customers? There is one major difference between a guild or market purchase and a purchase from an individual. Individuals do not have set prices. In other words, you can haggle as you do when selling. Haggle down, that is. Oh, so I can get stuff really cheap? That seems like it'd be pretty hard. Fundamentally, buying and selling are not that different. The customer shows you an item they wish to sell, and then you set a price and perhaps negotiate. Obviously, you wish to pay less than the base price of the item. Okay, so buy low, sell high, basically. Just so that is the very core of a successful business. Now then, shall we practice? The fundamental procedure is the same as when selling. Okay, cool. So, wanna buy this. Okay, so I want it to be lower. So like 900. Not bad, but I suspect most customers will be fine with going lower. Try lowering the price a bit more, 70% or less perhaps. Okay. So like... Okay. Now then let us practice haggling over the price a little. The concept is essentially the same as selling something. Okay. A little more. Yes, between 50 and 70 of the base is a good target. You will gain an item to sell without giving up too much money. And that is essentially how it goes. You seem to have a decent enough grasp of it. Well, let us put theory into practice again. I will sell you several items if you buy them from me successfully. I believe you will be ready to proceed. Well, let us begin. Okay.
いらっしゃいませ。い
Candy
くらにしよう
apple.
かな。そうですね。ありがとうございましたんだよ。いらっしゃいませ。いくらにしようかな。そうですね。ありがとうございました。買い取ったよ。
Okay. Well then, there's that. Anyhow, I'm probably going to end this here. Seems like everything, for the most part, works how I want it to, or need it to. Other than when it didn't. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. I probably stream this at a longer period of time another day or something. I don't know. I might also stream the Outside Worlds again later, who knows. Now that I seem to have figured out how all this works, it doesn't seem so bad. So,